use this at first, but I felt like this was too close to my face. This is much better. Much, much, much better. Okay. Let me get organized here. Water first thing in the morning is very important. I got some tea going too, but we're gonna drink this water until the tea is ready. Actually, let me cut the tea off. Maybe I will take y'all in the kitchen and show y'all my tea as well. Hopefully it's bright enough in here. I feel like it's a little dark on this side. I could move the That's better light. I'll take that. I'm not mad at that. I'll take that. I am doing a challenge for myself to be on live for 30 days straight. So I am going to make a video about this also. But if you guys randomly see a bunch of lives, if you see me on live, if you see a notification that I'm on live, I am on live. I am going to be going live more often because I want to share more about my journey as a nomad, as an expat. I want to share more about my journey living abroad. I want to share more about what a regular day looks like. I know people glorify it and they make it look like everybody's on vacation every day, and that's just not always the case. Some of us just live a regular life just like we did in the States. We just do it here. It's just a lot safer, it's quieter, it's more affordable. I get to put money into hiring people now that my money is not going into my rent, or my car note, or my car insurance, or my all these just little things. So I just want to be able to share more of that with you all. So I'm going to be going live more because I feel like that's the best way to do that. Once again, if y'all know me, y'all know that there is always a show playing in the background. I'm gonna keep it low. I didn't make sure my sound was on. Where's my phone? Let me check that really quick. Oh, it's about to die. Let me find YouTube. Here we go. All right, the sound is sounding. We should be good. I'm just making sure. Doesn't sound like it's doing that whole echo thing either. Okay. Good to go. I'm actually going to get off of here so it doesn't start echoing for some weird reason. Yeah, so my breakfast this morning, pineapples And I don't know what this pink salt stuff is, y'all. But if they ever give it to you, it normally comes with the pineapples. Take it. Take it, take it, take it. So I don't know why these pineapples are so light. I don't know if it's the type of pineapple or if it is because they just weren't really, really ripe. But this one is a lot less yellow and a little dense than the other pineapples. I've had this before. I got 2 of these from the same place. So, yeah, this batch. I don't know what this salt stuff is. It's like kind of sour, kind of salty. But it's so good. So, they kind of leave the edge on and you kind of just like, I just dip it in a little bit. You can see what it looks like. So bomb. It's like sugar salt. I don't really know how to explain it. But it's so good. That's the laziest shit. You just can't take her outside. We have to stay healthy and we have to work out so you don't get cuckoo on mommy. Alright? We don't do an incline unless she needs a challenge. And if she needs a challenge, we'll usually. No, because she'll bark and she'll tell us. Is it for real? Yes. I'm just gonna make a few calls, so excuse me, Fancy. Oh, I am, and then look at Fancy is over here sweating out her blowout. I know, I'm so thankful I have a workout buddy over here. Carrie is turning 50 on Tuesday. Hey, she really wanted to go to Central Pay. She can't go right now because of COVID. So I'm such a fat ass, y'all. Such a fatty. This is also like my favorite fruit combination. So I'll be looking forward to this. That I wasn't partaking in her lunch, and that's so cool. Hey girl, how are you? Good. So good. Birthday for Carrie. You know, it's her 50th on Tuesday, girl. Oh, okay. Well, the party starts at 7:38, and it's a white themed pool party. Definitely wear a white cover or something. Okay. Or white short and white shirt. Like all white. Yes. I'm gonna go online and see if I can find a white thing. I know. Okay, girl. Well, have a good rest of the day. Okay, you too. Okay, bye. Bye. I'm actually very shocked because you don't force people to eat food. They don't feel comfortable eating. My allergies have been amuck. This is my new affirmation journal. If you saw my last live, you will see that I bought 3 new journals a couple days ago, and this is my affirmation journal. So I'm gonna write in here. Let me make this lower so y'all can see. Hello, darling. How you doing? What's today's date? The 8th. How did I write the 8th on here? That was yesterday. That was the 7th. Today really the 8th? No, today is Saturday. Why does my phone think it's... Oh, I don't think this phone is on Thailand time. It's the 9th. That's what I thought. Hello, good morning or good afternoon. How you doing? I don't know where my chat disappears to. There we go. Oh, I love that. Thank you for tuning in and for having them tune in. That's like my favorite thing to do no matter what time I go to sleep. I want to get up and watch the sunrise. I feel like it's a daily reminder. You made it. You know, like you did it. You said you were going to live abroad. You are living abroad. Because sometimes being in the apartment, it really just feels like another apartment, right? Going around the city just feels like going around another city. And when you travel a lot, sometimes, or at least for me, it just feels like you're just going to another place. Another place, excuse me, is another place. No big deal. But I think I have been really intentional about trying to remind myself this is not you just traveling. You moved. You live abroad. You live in Thailand. You live alone in Thailand, not in the United States. You live alone in Thailand, like, but I mean, you know, like the realizations are like daily. So the sunrise is one of those things for me that I love, 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 love because it's like that realization I get it first thing in the morning. And I personally think the realization is important because it's a reminder of the grind. It's a reminder of why I do everything I do. It's a reminder of the late nights and the early mornings and like it's for this, you know? And I think as long as you're reminding yourself of that, you can't go wrong. And I think sometimes people forget. Not forget that they're here, but forget why they came. And I'm equally as guilty. I came back in January and I was just out of it till about like April. And then like May, I got my stuff together, but that's like May, June, July. So like 3 months. I've really been, you know, trying to get everything back together. But people move for a myriad of reasons, right? So mine was a spiritual journey. So I didn't come here to work and grind necessarily. I was already doing that in the States, you know. I came here to figure my stuff out, figure myself out. And I think once I was comfortable with that, then I was ready to get back into like the hustle and bustle of everything, right? And I feel like for me at least, grinding or you know whatever that sounds like, I feel like when I tell people that I'm like up working at 5 a.m. and they're like, oh, what you doing tonight? And I'm like, oh, I'm at work till probably like midnight. And I'm like, didn't you get up at 5 a.m.? Yeah, but I feel like it hit different when you work for your own business, right? Like I'm not working 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day for somebody else's business, for somebody else to get rich. I'm doing it for me. So I feel like sunrise is a great reminder. It's just a great reminder of why I do everything I do, why everything is the way it is, why God put me where I'm supposed to be at this time. And that's also why I do my affirmations first thing in the morning, because I feel like one, it's before life gets you, right? I stupidly read an email this morning. That was my fault because that should not happen before affirmations are done. Um, but I think the devil's always trying to get you, right? And I think waking up and immediately doing something that shows gratitude and appreciation and making sure that you have confirmation within yourself, which is what my affirmations is doing, then I felt like it puts me at a good place to handle whatever anybody is going to throw at me for the day, right? And the is working. The devil working early this morning. But I also already had a plan before I opened my email to do all of these things, right? So I'm not going to be deterred from that. And I think my affirmations are going to be really helpful in keeping me positive and high vibrational today. So that is the goal. We are rising like the sun. We are vibrant. We are shining. We are not to be deterred. So yeah, I'm trying to stay on the happy path, on the happy path, on the high vibrational path. Because it's not always going to be happy, but I could definitely make the most out of it. Yesterday with my affirmations, I wrote down some stuff that I wanted to do and that I needed to focus on. And then I kind of like took breaks in between to make sure I did it. Right? So it wasn't just saying, like, I know one of my things on here yesterday was I wanted to be on more podcasts. I'm going to be on 2 podcasts this coming up week. I don't know when they're going to air, but I'm going to record the podcasts this week. And I want to be on more podcasts moving forward. So I put that on my affirmations that I was like a guest on, I don't know, however many podcasts per month or whatever. And once I wrote them, I literally made a point to reach out to a bunch of people who have podcasts and ask them if they were looking for guests and see if I could be on. So hopefully some of them respond. But that's kind of my new, I don't want to say tactic, but I guess method moving forward, because I definitely think it is great to write the stuff. So normally what I do is I write it, read it, say it out loud, right? So those are great, but I also want to do a better job of implementing it, right? I want to do a better job of not forgetting my affirmations or whatever I said I was going to do once I stop writing it. I want to take action on these things. I want all of these things in this book, once this book is full, to have come to fruition. So trying to be really intentional, trying to be really serious, and just trying to be really consistent. I know the only thing that I really have been consistent with since I moved here is like my spiritual journey. That's something that I've been really serious about. But I just want to get consistent about everything else. So that's why I went and got new notebooks, because new means fresh, it means new start, it means clear energy, it means nothing residual, right? There's only goodness. Whatever I wrote in a other book with other energy no longer lives here. So yeah. And I don't have any like plan for my affirmations ever. It really is just whatever comes to the top of my brain that I feel like resonates with me in that moment. So yeah. Let me see. Hmm. I am in my I am series also. Um I go through like different series with my affirmations. So I am in my I am series. Um, because it's already here, right? So it's not like I will be successful. It's I am successful, right? It's not I will receive abundance. Is abundance is already here. I'm already abundant. So I wish I could cut music on, but they block my videos when I cut music on. So unfortunately. And I don't, let me see if I can find like some what do you call it? Man, they so trife. Y'all know I'm not trying to like make money off of it. So what difference does it make if it's playing in the background? But I am, let me see if I can find some instrumental. There we go. Not get a sexy instrumental. No, I meant like um there we go. I thought it was supposed to be instrumental. That's not instrumental, y'all. Y'all gonna get my shit taken down. There we go. There's the vibes. It's like, what am I missing? I'm gonna be serious too. I give it like an hour. It's like, oh no, your video's blocked. So I actually write down every affirmation 5 times. Now, there is no rhyme or reason to this. That's just my personal thing. That's like what I do. I either pick one and I write it down the whole page, like depending on what my purpose or goal is. Which this one really deserves to be written down the whole page. But I'm actually going to split it into 2 because there's 2 of them that are really important to me today. But I either write down 5 at a time and I split them up through the page, or I write, like I said, normally a whole page of one affirmation. But because I have 2 that are really sitting on my heart today, I'm going to do half of the page with one affirmation and half of the page with the other affirmation. And then I am going to make sure to take action on both of these because they are very, very, very important. And it's something that I've really been struggling with just in general. So, yeah. And I'll share them with you when I'm done. I'll read them out loud. How's everybody doing today? Feeling blessed and highly favored. God woke me up this morning. I was a little nauseous. But I have nausea medicine because I am a nauseous girl. I actually suffer from autoimmune issues. So I am not feeling good often. I was not expecting to wake up nauseous this morning though. So that threw me off. But Told y'all the devil was working early this morning. I still got up to make sure I caught the sunset. And I still got up and I got dressed. I got in the shower. I got ready. I am here. I am on live. I am on YouTube. The devil is not getting me today, okay? Not today. You could try again tomorrow. You could try every day, okay? And I'm not going to say every day you're not going to win. But today the devil is not winning. I'm not allowing it. I'm not allowing it. I feel like it's really hard out here for a business owner. And it's even harder when you are you have immune issues. You know, so gonna take my little vitamin C. That's also why I'm making tea. Because I have a bunch of herbs. Like a bunch. Like I be in there whipping. Okay? But I have a bunch of herbs. So I'm gonna make me some tea. And I'm gonna really hope that makes me better. Like, really hope. It's been a lot. Yeah. So I'll probably show y'all all of my herbs and stuff, as well as my tea. I call it tea, but it's herbs and water. But we know that's how tea is made. Anybody have any plans for the weekend? No, they really don't. I didn't mean to say it like that. Okay, so let me rephrase it. I heard there was good herb stores in Chiang Mai. But I have not seen any really good ones in Bangkok. We do have this store called The Good, Only Good Stuff. But it's expensive. It's expensive. It was like $6 for a piece of a sage. For one piece. Maybe more than $6. It was a lot. So we don't have a really good one. She does have a lot of stuff though. A lot of stuff. She has a lot of stuff. So she has a really good selection. It's just kind of pricey. This weekend I'm gonna start taking inventory of everything and I'm gonna start selling stuff. Yes. I waited, well, because mine wasn't planned, right? I'm sitting here telling myself I waited. I put my stuff in storage because I thought I was just going to move into another apartment, and I ended up moving to Thailand. So my stuff is actually still currently in storage. So don't be me. Start selling stuff early, especially stuff that you genuinely have no use for. And then everything that you really do like and want, start buying extras of it and start like wrapping it, either in saran wrap or Ziploc bags, because there's lots of stuff you're just not going to be able to get here. And if you are particular or if you're type A, some of those things really matter to you, I would just bring extras of those. But Facebook Marketplace is a great place to sell your stuff. People on Facebook Marketplace buy stuff really quickly. Are normally serious about it. Same. I actually brought less clothes than I brought everything else. I think I might have had one suitcase of clothes maybe 2 out of the 9. But everything else was not, it was not closed. Because I knew I could buy clothes here. Right? There was no shortage of buying clothes here. And worst case scenario, if I wanted some American looking clothes, I could go on Shein like everybody else does, right? But what I was dead set on bringing was stuff I knew I couldn't get here, and the stuff that was mine, like my camera, my tripod, all of my crystals. I only found one crystal shop here. One crystal shop. So I'm glad I brought mine, because where would I get crystals from? I bought stuff like shea butter. I bought black soap. I brought all of my herbs. Because, once again, it's not that I can't buy dandelion root here, right? Maybe she has dandelion root here. Maybe she has lion's mane here. Maybe she has chlorella here. But it's like 4 ounces for $6. Versus I could get the one off Amazon. It's like $16 for like 20 ounces or 30 ounces or 50 ounces or something. Some bigger portion of it. So, yeah, I just racked up on Amazon before I left. And anything that I thought that it was going to be hard to get. Because, like I said, they said you could get stuff from Chiang Mai, but I don't live in Chiang Mai. I actually haven't even got the chance to go to Chiang Mai yet. So, great that it's in Chiang Mai. But that's like me being in California and you telling me it's in Virginia. That don't help me. That don't help me. So, yeah, I think the price is more the issue than the availability. Like aloe vera. Back in California, you could get aloe vera plants from any grocery store. You could literally walk in any grocery store and get a full leaf aloe vera. I can't really find no aloe vera plant. I seen a bunch of aloe vera juice, but not really the plants. I buy organic herbs in bulk because my med spa offer vaginal strength, steaming, and create herbal bath kits. So when I'm ready to come over there, let me know what you need. I actually just had my family sent me a huge package. You can watch my Shipping International video, but they sent me this huge package and it had a bunch of herbs in there. So I actually should be really, really, really good to go on herbs. I think the only thing that I'll probably run out of soon is my blue spirulina. So maybe I will, maybe I can get some shipped to your house. I'll pay for it, get it shipped to your house on Amazon, and then maybe you bring it with you if you can. But that's really the only thing. And that's because I drink blue spirulina like all the time. Hold on, let me show y'all. So these are my water bottles. This is normally full, of course. So I'll put the blue spirulina in here and I'll drink this all day long. So of course, because this gets drinking, the blue spirulina go real quick. But that's the one that I don't think I'll have enough of. But yes, herbs. Anything for your business, sis. Any and everything for your business. Because I thought, okay, we're closer to China, right? So that means all of that stuff that we normally get from China, that's like $1, we get from the dollar store, the hair store, that's like $1, we get from any of those places, and it's like $1. I just assumed that all of that stuff was going to be readily and easy available. It's not. It's not. Little stuff like t-shirts. They don't make cheap t-shirts. There's not really t-shirt production here, if that makes any sense. At least I haven't found it. So what they do is they get t-shirts that are already made, and then they add your stuff to it. That's how they do t-shirt design or t-shirt production here. There's not a lot of options for t-shirts, and you pick which one you want. And I don't think they're making the shirts either. I think they get the shirts from China. So I think that plays like a big part in all the things. But either way, that makes it expensive to get shirts made. I would have never known that. I would have thought it would have been less here than back home. But the difference is the quality. they're good quality. I'll give them that. They're not cheap, but they're really good quality here. I don't really need a bunch of good quality shirts, right? I want to have t-shirts on to record in my videos. Maybe like 5 of them, just to like alternate. I don't need them to be amazing quality and really thick and not shrink. And I don't need all of that stuff, right? I don't need $20 t-shirts. I need like $10 t-shirts, you know? So anything that you could possibly think of for your business, get. The one thing they're really good at is printing individual stuff. I am currently looking for somebody to print books for me because I want to get my journals printed, my planners printed. I have journals and planners. I want to get them printed so like people can physically buy them when they're here, because they're like nomad journals, like for travelers and stuff. Then I have another one for travel agents. I want to get those printed. I'm having a really hard time finding somebody to print books, but I know people who print everything else, like flyers, business cards. I got 200 business cards for 200 baht. So that's a business card a piece is 1 baht. That was $6 for 200 business cards. Great deal. 200 business cards was $6. I was like, oh yeah. I literally got them for all of my businesses. It was too good of a deal. I was like, oh yeah, I'll take that. I will definitely take that. So, yeah, bring whatever you think that you're going to need. Outside of clothes. Clothes is the one thing I'm sure you could buy. Period. Let me tell you, you can make a whole business out of just that, sis. Because you'll be going home so often. You can make a whole business out of just that. I'd pay for that service. I sure would pay to have a spot in your luggage to bring back a couple planners, because it's not like I'm getting 50 planners printed. I probably, honestly, I don't want a lot. It would be maybe like 10, right? Because something I don't want to do in the States, something I don't want to do here that I did in the States was have a lot of inventory. People are always like, I have a hair business, right? And the girls are always calling because they have a hair appointment today or tomorrow and they want hair. I used to do that back in the States. I used to keep thousands of dollars. Best value copy is the best deal for printing color planners. Okay. Let me write it down. Best value copy. Thank you. Oh man, what was I saying? What was my train of thought? It wasn't important, I'm sure. I was just rambling about something. I don't remember. It wasn't important. But that's a great business idea. That is a great business idea. That's what I was saying. I would pay for that service. I would pay, because there's a lot of little things that I don't care what anybody's saying. The American version just tastes different. It just does. That's exactly what I was saying. I don't want to have a lot of inventory here. Back in the States, I had like $10,000 at a time of hair inventory on hand so that people could call me day of and be like, can I get this? Can I get this? Can I get this? I'm not doing that here. So yes, I sell hair. But no, I'm not keeping. I have 8 different origins of hair. And each origin has 2 to 4 different textures. and curl types. I'm supposed to keep all of that hair on hand, and there's what? 15 different lengths? I'm supposed to keep all of that on hand in the off chance that you might want to buy something? I'm not doing that no more. The girl's going to have to order their hair in advance, and they're going to have to wait. So inventory is the only thing that I would tell you to go easy on, like, having an abundance of, because it might just end up sitting. But everything that you need for your business, bring that. Because I have a friend who's here now, and she's having a hard time finding, like, her bottles for her oil. She was using one kind, but they started leaking. She don't like them. And the kind she used to get, of course, she can't get. And it sucks because there's a crystal shop that I used to go to back in California, and they have exactly what she needs. But I don't know how to get it here without it costing an arm and a leg, her firstborn kid. So that's an example. And I'm not saying that you go all around the states, right? But that's just an example of it. Like Obey. I don't want... They sell these little tiny things of Obey here. Like the regular size seasoning container Obey. That don't do me no good. I'm from the DMV. I could use this in like 3 sittings. In 3 crab boils, this little thing of Obey gonna be gone. Alibaba might ship to Thailand. I actually don't know anybody who has shipped from Alibaba here, but they might. I can't see why they not. She could, and I think the problem with places like Alibaba is the same thing as Lazada. Sometimes the translation on there is weird, and then they also want you to buy like 100 of something in order for you to get like the discount. And because she's a small business, she's trying to order in like 20, 30 at a time. So yeah, she is having a time. I do miss my blue crab, and they do have blue crab here, but it's not the same. If you know blue crab, you know blue crab from New Orleans tastes different than blue crab from Maryland, and blue crab from Maryland tastes different than blue crab from Texas. They have blue crab here in Thailand. It just tastes different. It's not as sweet as Maryland blue crab. So, but I be in here chefing. That's why I need all that obesis, because I be making my little crab boils. I'll go to the market, and they have... How much is the crab? I'm trying to... I'm thinking what this sign said in my head. I think you get... A kilo is 2 pounds. So you get a pound... 2 pounds of crabs. I think it was like... maybe 300 baht, if my memory serves me correct. And they were like the good size crabs. 300 baht is like $9, somewhere between $9 and $10. So I would say that was a good price for 2 pounds of blue crab. And then you could go get shrimp. They have like regular shrimp, and then they have river prawns here, which are like, you know, prawns are big ass shrimp. And they have those. The regular shrimp are like 100 baht. You could get them for like 100 baht. No, 200 baht a kilo. Or you could get the big river prawns for like the same price as the crabs. But of course you get more river prawns than you get crabs. Now, I'm going to tell you, I've been a little ghetto. Because I didn't go buy a pot. I've been in here making them in a wok. Because I'm like, oh, I'm in Asia. So I'm like saucing them up. Like, you know how they do the curry crab? That's how I've been doing it. Like the curry crab. Put a little butter in it. Put some sauce in it. And that's how I've been eating it. I haven't even been like old school steaming them like I normally would. But yeah, baby, that's a nice little go-to meal when I feel like I don't want to order food. Because sometimes I be over that. Don't nobody want to order food every day. So, lobster is very hard to find. And I don't mean like impossible to find. It's just normally back in the States, everywhere you find crab, you could normally get lobster, but it's not really like that here. You got to go to certain places. But when I find it, I feel like they're normally like, they do normally do whole lobsters. I don't see too many lobster tails. They're normally about $20, $30 a lobster. I don't think they catch lobsters here. I don't think they catch lobsters in Thailand. So I think that's why they cost so much. I think I'm completely guessing here. But I think they import them from Japan. I think that's why they're so expensive. Or maybe they come from another part of Thailand. Because yeah, there's no cheap lobster tails, and I've never seen a lobster tail or a lobster at the market. Never. I see crabs, I see crawfish, scallops, oysters, mussels. I ain't never seen a lobster at the market. So, I don't know what that means. But they not. Actually haven't had a lobster since I got here. I don't want to pay $30 for it. I think that's OD. And also, I don't like everybody's lobster. I realized when I went to, was it Colombia? Colombia or Costa Rica? That because crawfish and crab is like, you put the two together and that's kind of what the lobster is. They have this very small, mild version of a lobster that doesn't taste the same as like Maine lobsters. It's like langosta, those like lobster tails that they be having at Long John Silver's. It tastes like crawfish. It's kind of like that. And because I didn't know what this lobster was going to taste like, I'm not paying $30 for it. I think as a traveler, I probably would have paid $30 for the lobster. But not as somebody who's living here. That's like random special occasion. I don't go out to dinner while I'm in the States. You know what I'm talking about? Those Angosta lobster tails like they be having in Long John Silver's. That's what it tastes like. I'm not paying $30 for that. So I haven't heard nobody rave about the lobster. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's the best lobster ever. Like, when you go to Martha's Vineyard, niggas is raving about the lobster. So, like, nobody really was giving lobsters everything I really must give it. So I didn't get it. You know what? I'll get a bigger one. Okie dokie. It's hot. It's probably like 90 degrees outside, and it's getting 7 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning. Why is it so fucking hot? Can't deal. That's why I keep this door shut. It's because it keeps the air in. Oh, girl, you know they still got Long John Silver's in Virginia, because I'm from the South. So we still got one over Midlothian in Virginia. So if you're Long John Silver's, y'all make sure y'all go to Virginia. But funny enough, we have one in Thailand. Baby, the way I have been craving it, because I too have not had Long John Silver's in like forever, because I've lived in California for like 10 years. So ain't no Long John Silver's in California. And no, I lied, there is. But they have it combined with like KFC. It's like a KFC Long John Silver's. So they don't have the full menu. They actually have very little of the full menu. But they have one here, and I want it so bad. But it costs like $6 for delivery. And considering the food isn't even $6, I feel crazy paying $6 for the delivery. But I have been craving Long John Silver's. The one here is like 40 minutes away. I thought about just going to pick up the food. But it would cost me as much to go 40 minutes away, go get the food, and then come back as it would for me to just go get it delivered. So, yeah. But delivery around here is nothing like $1.50. So for delivery to be $6, you can really tell how far it is. And I get it. They got to go 40 minutes there and 40 minutes back. But, baby, food don't even cost that much. But I love the fast food here. And I know that sounds trite. You're going to go all the way to Thailand and you're going to eat McDonald's. But yes, I eat McDonald's. And do. Now, it's funny because I'm an organic girly. But I'm also a Cancer. Right? So everything I do in true Cancer fashion is one way or the other. Right? I'm either eating completely organic, clean, but that also comes with a lot of OCD, right? And when you live in another country, you gotta let go of those things, or you're gonna be the annoying person who's gonna get on everybody's nerves because you're not gonna want to eat anything, right? So that is living at home version of me. I know here that not only do I not know the words to tell someone that I want it to be organic, or that I care if it's organic or is it organic. I don't even know how to ask them if it's fucking organic, right? They probably don't know. They don't give a damn. So I just be over here on a prayer and a wish. I also feel like they do a better job in general of taking care of the harvest and the animals and the plants and the fruits. So I am hoping that more things are naturally organic here just by default. At least it's real fruit, right? I know the reason for me why organic in the United States was such a big deal was because I didn't know if that shit was real. Because at least, honestly, they did not like me. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you telling me Miss Ma over here cooked it in her backyard, right? And she planted it and she didn't put no pesticides on it, and she didn't have no animals pee on it, and there was no chemicals on it, and then they were done and she brewed them and she brought them to the market to sell it. You're right, it can't get no more organic than that. And I'm not about to be OD because she didn't go to the damn Food Administration and pay to get a label, because you got to pay to get a label to put the word organic on your shit. So I try to not let my OCD kick in as much because I know I wouldn't eat. And that would be a very, very, yes, there you go. There you go. I ain't seen nobody spray nothing but water. Mind you, they don't even do that. And it's so funny. I was speaking the other day. I was like, no wonder we have all of these forest fires. Because it's hot and nobody does anything about it. In Thailand, when it gets hot, they have these big fucking trucks, these big water trucks. And they go around and they spray all of the greenery. All of it. And it's to keep it moist and to make sure it doesn't catch on fire. So there doesn't have to be fires in LA. They really could just have people premeditate, you know, go out and make everything moist. Girl, getting on my nerves. Getting on my nerves. That's why their fruit, yes, delicious. I've never ate so much fruit in my whole life. I love it. I never got to eat fruit in the States like I wanted to for two reasons. One, because I felt like it cost too much. $5 for any one fruit is bananas. And it didn't matter the portion. I think that's the thing that's like annoying too, right? Is like, what if I don't want that much? It's like, oh, it's a bag. You know, this just is what it is. So I love here how stuff comes in smaller portions. And then you could just choose to buy more of it if you want. And I love how it comes cut. Because if I'm on the go and I'm busy, you think I got time to find a knife and a cutting board to cut the apple and the watermelon and the cantaloupe? No, I don't know. Nope, they got me a cut fruit. I love some, if you're going to do some shit for me, I love a service. I love a service. I would actually pay somebody to cut fruit for me. So the fact that I could just like get the fruit already cut, top tier. Top tier privilege is cutting my fruit for me. And it's so funny because I remember like when I had a job, my coworker, she would be like, ooh, you got fruit today? And I'd be like, yeah, my grandma cut it. And like my grandma became her grandma. So she would call my grandma. And she would be like, oh, grandma made you fruit today? And I'd be like, yeah. Because that was the only way that I was eating the fruit like that, because I knew it had to be cut. And I don't have time for that. That's not in my DNA of things to do. I'm a services girly. I like to delegate. I like for people to do things. And that Thailand is really great at that. So, yeah, I eat a lot of fruit now because it comes cut and it's easy. Thailand makes it easy to do stuff. You know, like yesterday, I wanted to go to the market, but I didn't want to go to the market. So I wanted food from the market, but I didn't want to go to the market. So I paid a Grab driver to go to the market. I told him exactly what I wanted. I told him exactly how much the stuff was going to cost. And I told him exactly what he needed to do when he got there. I ordered 3 things from the market. I ordered crab fried rice. It was 69 baht, which is about $2, 10 cent, 20 cent, 30 cents, somewhere around there. And I got these little mini pancakes. They're like this little mini pancakes. She like makes them fresh hot, and they have like butter on them, and sometimes you could put like different syrups and stuff on it, but I just got plain. That was 30 baht, so that was $1. And then he got me 10 shrimp tempura, like pieces of shrimp tempura. And those were 10 baht a piece. So that was a total of 100 baht, which is $3. 3.33 cents, I think is technically what 100 baht comes to. So that was 3.33 plus $1 plus 2.10. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 50 maybe ish around there. Parking was also 10 baht, so we can figure that in. So he went and got my food for me. I paid QR code for 2 of the items, and then he paid cash for the other one, and I paid him back. If you don't have Moretta, you should get Moretta. Do I have a code? I'm sure I do. Let me see if I can find it and put it in the chat real quick. Hold on. All right, let me see. I don't know how to write in the chat. I see the chat, but it won't let me write in the chat. I feel like an old person because I know there's got to be a way for me to write. This is not meant for old folks. I'm not old, but stuff like this do be making me feel old because why can't I chat? Why is there no chat box? What am I doing wrong? Flip, mute, retouch, lighting, close. So whack. I actually don't think it lets me do it on here, which is weird. I could probably send it to myself. That's so OD. Okay, let me see if I can send it to myself real quick. So OD for them to even, I don't know why though. Why you can't, why wouldn't you be able to share? Okay, but I got the link, so let me copy it and then I can use this phone to put it in the chat. YouTube is ghetto. But I think they want you to stream from streaming platforms, which is why they don't let you do it. Okay, hopefully that worked. Is there a delay? Because I don't see the comment. Ain't that a bitch? I wonder why. I'm gonna have to message it to you because for whatever reason, it is very much not letting me post it. It says it's posted, but I don't see it. So I don't know what's going on. But the app is Moretta. I'll send you the link once I get off this live. But basically it's like a QR code app. They pay with QR codes here. So that's like our version of like Zelle or Cash App, I guess. And that's how they really pay for 90% of things. So yes, you could use your card. Yes, you could tap to pay, but QR code is going to be like the main way to pay for most things. So I always tell people to get the Moretta app, which like I said, I will drop the link in the chat once I get off. But yeah, I suggest that for everybody. That or Deep Pocket. I haven't got to use Deep Pocket yet because I think Deep Pocket has a block because I don't have a US SIM anymore. So I think they don't let you use it without a US phone number. But I heard Deep Pocket was good. They just cost, I think it's like $2.99 a month to use their QR code. But their QR code is good for business and personal. And Moretta's QR code is just good for businesses. So that's why 2 of the places at the market I could use a QR code for, and the last place I couldn't because the last place she didn't have a business account, she had a personal account. So that was the whole long roundabout way of saying that. Let me get these affirmations done. I can run my mouth for forever, baby. Just a talking. I have a meeting at 9 a.m. That's also why I'm up early. I do conferences here in Thailand, and there's somebody, I don't know if she's moving here or if she's about to move here, and I guess she wants to start doing conferences. So she wants to, I guess, like ask me some questions about my experience. So her and I have a meeting at 9 a.m. and it is 8:29 now. So I gotta get this done so I can hop off. But I am going to, I don't know if I'm going to get on live for my meeting with her or if I am going to record it. But it's definitely going to end up on YouTube one way or the other. Because I also want you guys to see what I do from like a business perspective. I don't normally record or show business because I feel like it's boring. But I also feel like people want to know what we're doing out here, right? Other than like gallivanting all around Thailand and recording, right? Doing content creation, what do we do outside of that? So I want to show that, right? I do a lot of meetings, a lot. A lot of my time is spent on my phone and my laptop, a lot. And it looks boring to me, but there's context to all things. So I'm going to share it all. Did my phone die? I just realized the music cut off. I should have put it on the charger earlier. I knew it was about to die. No, it didn't. Did I stop it? I did. I was like, it got quiet. Did the song go off or did I press pause? Oh, yeah. I also have a client who is traveling right now. She's in Columbia. So I'm gonna confirm all of her reservations for all of her stuff to make sure she's good to go. She actually booked my concierge service, which is like this additional service. Just basically means I'm here for her, whatever she needs me to be. So I'm gonna make sure all her stuff is good to make sure she has an amazing vacation. And then today's goal outside of all of that is just really promoting my wedding film. I have a wedding fam trip that I am doing in April. So yeah, just really trying to promote that. So if y'all know anybody who's getting married, who wants to do a destination wedding, send them my way. Or if you know any travel agents that do weddings or any wedding planners. I ain't heard a commercial in like 20 minutes. Didn't even know the commercials was on there. Almost done. Hopefully they're okay with um my music. I guess we'll see. Oh well, there you go. It's like it's on 1%. It ain't cut off yet. There it go. It's a nice little bop. Also reminds me why I was talking because it's so damn quiet. But I'm grateful because they've been doing construction on this damn apartment since I moved in. So the fact that it's like drop a pin silence, I don't even know what to do with myself. All right, so my affirmations, like I said, I only wrote 2 today, but I write them repetitively because they're important. And the more times you write it, the more ingrained it gets in. And not just like within myself, like into the universe. So my affirmations for today are: I am an action taker and I get tasks done early and in advance. Something I have been doing ever since I got really busy as a business owner is procrastinating. It's very much like, all right, I have 18 hours that I'm going to be awake today. What can I get done in 18 hours? All right, well, if I only work 16 hours, I can put this off till tomorrow and I can get 6 hours of sleep instead of 4, or 8 hours instead of 6. And then it's like, okay. And then I got in this habit of like putting things off to the next day and the next day and the next day. It's just a really bad habit. So I take action on everything day of. And then my other affirmation is: I am powerful, wanted, and valuable. Um, I feel like I quite often forget everything that I know, everything that I've learned, all of the education that I have, all the experiences that I have, the degrees, meeting people and learning from them, learning from traveling. Like, I often forget everything that's in here because of, I guess, how I'm feeling. Like, I feel like my health is taking a big toll on me, so it's been just really hard, me like getting back to whatever like old version of me or new version of me or real version of me, wherever she is. So I feel like just reminding myself that I am powerful, because I am. And then wanted and valuable is more like brand deals and stuff. I don't like being told no. I'm like a man. I don't like being told no. Don't tell me no. Find some other way to tell me this is not going to happen, but don't tell me no. So I want to get okay with no, and know that no is just a matter of numbers, and that just as many people say no is as many people are going to say yes. So, yeah. Cancers are natural procrastinators, girly. That's why we work great under pressure. I really thought I did work good under pressure. I literally have been telling myself that as long as I remember. Like, I even remember in school, like, if I wrote my paper in advance, it would just be like, yeah. And I would still want to go back and reread it and rewrite it and revise it so that it was better. So what the fuck is the point of me going to look at it 2 weeks in advance if I'm going to look at it the night before anyway to make sure it's good? Why not just do it the night before? I thought I was good at it too. But I don't know how good I'm doing at it. And maybe it's because I'm putting too much on the back burner, right? So it's too many things to worry about the following day. I really thought I was good at it too. I swear I did. I really, really swear I did. That's going to be my problem. I need background noise. Oh, yeah, I always have the TV on. My TV is always on. I have my Fire Stick. If you have a Fire Stick, bring your Fire Stick. If your Fire Stick is not jailbroken, jailbreak it before you leave. Now, can you absolutely do that when you get here? Yeah, it's not a big deal. But if you do it before you leave, then you'll make sure that it's synced up. All your apps also are synced up on American servers, which is going to be important because you really don't want it synced up on Thai servers. It's going to automatically do that a little bit. But you want the base of it to be American so it can be in English and so it can bring on most of the programs and stuff that you're familiar with. We go through the cycle, then get mad at ourselves for procrastinating and do it again. Yes, that's very true. That is very true. And I'm at the mad at myself phase right now. And I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I'm not gonna do it again. Cause you're right. It's somewhere embedded in my DNA where I just think this shit works, right? So I'm not gonna lie to you and say I won't do it again. But I am saying that I could get better. Right? And I think there's a lot of things that don't have to be put off to tomorrow. They could just be done today and gotten over with. And a lot of times I avoid it because I don't want to deal with the emotional change or the stress caused by whatever that thought process looks like. So I avoid it. Sometimes it be to help the people out though. I be trying not to be cursing nobody out. So sometimes me avoiding it be the right thing. I know that because the hell, y'all can get on my nerves. Okay, what time is it? All right, it's 8:45, so I gotta get ready for my meeting. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you as always, and I'm gonna send you the link for the Moretta app so you could download that before you get here so you could be good to go. Thanks.